Yeah, thank you very much. So at MacuTherm, we are transforming dry AMD care. We aim at the largest unmet need in ophthalmology. 45 million people with intermediate AMD. Who wouldn't want to stop the disease from progressing? Who wouldn't want to prevent these patients from becoming blind? So we really have something here, and I want to show you that. Look at her. She's got problems focusing due to that central drusen with the ellipsoid zone attenuation. And after 5 MacuTherm treatments, you see a reduction in drusen and actually a regeneration of the ellipsoid zone in the very center, and she can focus again. Or this patient, a large number of drusen all over the macula. And after 5 treatments, you see a reduction in drusen and the outer retinal layers are all intact. So MacuTherm is photothermal stimulation of the retina, a laser-induced increase in temperature within the RPE, making the RPE itself the therapeutic agent. And that leads to a thinning of the pathologically thickened Bruch's membrane. It has an anti-inflammatory effect, an anti-angiogenic effect. It improves the RPE barrier function and enhances cell layer repair and wound healing. So we put together our pilot RCT at 4 German sites, 8 groups at 15 patients each, in 2 intermediate AMD cohorts, an earlier and a later one. And we applied this pattern to the macula at 3 doses, the individualized high dose, a low dose, and the sham dose. And these are some of the results. So the red line shows the sham-treated group, and you see the natural course of the disease, with a loss of ellipsoid zone of about 10% every year within the inner 1 millimeter center sector. But the individualized high dose, you see that there's no loss of ellipsoid zone, maybe even a little regeneration. We see a reduction in drusen volume, and we see that the photoreceptor volume is maintained. Visual function is not altered at all. It was good in the beginning, but stayed good. But if you use a more sensitive measure, like microperimetry, you can see an increase in sensitivity in the middle of the macula, where the ellipsoid zone, in this case, even regenerates. So sham is the natural cause of the disease, and the high dose prevents the disease from progressing. What does the low dose do? Well, it's not effective. So considering the large individual dose variability, an individualized dosing is mandatory. And that's why we developed Macula Explorer, a web service that calculates the needed dose from fundus images taken by the Nevelas laser, then providing an individualized treatment that can be reviewed by the physician. And we validated that with many patients, and it's already approved in the EU. So next is our multi-center European RCT to prove that we can halt progression of intermediate AMD. In 240 patients, 1-to-1 treatment versus sham, the treatment is calculated by Macula Explorer and delivered by Nevelas, our predicate device. And we will start that in July 2026. These KOLs support our path. But if you really want to apply this treatment to millions of people, you need a device that can actually do that. And this is our prototype. It's a device that can be operated by healthcare professionals because the treatment plan is proposed by Macula Explorer and already calculated. The physician approves it, and then with a processing fee of $30 or so per eye in treatment, and also with a treatment fee of $200 to $300 per eye in treatment, 4 treatments a year, with that large patient cohort, the market potential is huge, 5 to 7 billion. So this is our path forward. We're expecting our 24 months results in the beginning of 2027, and our performance study will start this summer, and we expect our primary endpoint to be reached after 1 year in the end of 2027. The device, the predicate device, is already approved for in the EU, and we're expecting FDA approval. And our MacuTherm device with the Macula Explorer as a system is going to be cleared in the EU in the end of 2027 for it being ready for commercialization in 2028. So please join the quest, help millions of people, and meet us, and thank you.